Welcome back to a brand new video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Yeah, man, this video I'm about to bring you today is why you never go out to get revenge on people. Like, if you're having some personal problems with somebody and something happened, at the end of the day, I think just leave it in the hands of God and His family. You didn't get hurt, you're alive, you're capable of doing anything else. Just forget about the revenge. This is something, man, a gentleman actually did. Went out to get revenge on somebody that he knew by destroying their property. Long story short, police was called to the residence, and yeah, we go from there. But hopefully everything is going fine in your community, in your neighborhoods, within your household, with your friends and family. Guys, before we would start this video, please like, subscribe, share, and comment on the video. Please watch the video all the way to the end, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I would appreciate your kindness with some super thanks purchase for the channel. Yeah, let's get right into the video, boys and girls. Let's go.
Come tell me what happened, hon. Yeah, come over here. Tell us what happened, okay? I don't know. Let them deal with it. Is there anybody else in the house we need to know about? I need you to stay here and let us deal with it. Okay, come tell me what's going on and who's all in the house. Nobody?
No, just my bird and my two cats.
Okay, well, they're taking care of that. Let's take care of you real quick, okay? It's just you by yourself, so.
I was dead asleep.
Yeah?
And he said, who's outside? We got cameras on the house. He said, who's outside? And I said, what are you talking about? He said, who's the man that put something on her car? Because he's at work. And I guess he notified him that somebody was outside. So he looked and he said, there's a man putting something on her car.
Okay.
And I pulled it up. I said, oh my God, hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is a situation that the woman was fast asleep. Her husband was at work. And this man right there who is holding a grudge, and one of the family members actually went out his way. This man is not even from that area. He's not even from that state. He drove literally to another state to go commit this crime. And you can tell it's a crime of passion. He's definitely trying to get revenge on these people because it's a beautiful car. I don't know what car that is, but it looks like an Aston Martin from what I could tell. It looks like an expensive brand car. And he destroyed the car literally in front of the house in the driveway. You got to be really, really mad at somebody to go to their property and destroy it in front of the house, knowing there's surveillance cameras, knowing there's neighbors, all sorts of things, man. But ladies and gentlemen, it's not worth risking people's lives and doing bad things to get revenge. That you, God forbid, that fire would have spread to the house. Thank God the fire department came quickly to take the fire out. But that whole revenge part of life, guys, leave it up to God, man.
10 minutes later, officers find a vehicle parked on the side of the road, only about 2 minutes away from the crime scene.
What's going on? Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Just wanted to rest up a little bit. I have a long drive.
Why are you doing it out here?
No reason.
Hey, keep your hand up.
Yeah, I was putting my seat back.
Well, keep your hands up.
We're on the first cul-de-sac off of...
Stop reaching at your seat, okay? Unlock the door. Where do you live?
I'm from New York.
You're from New York? What are you doing out here?
Just came to visit a friend, really.
Where's the friend live?
Down in Cincinnati, but he's working, like, doing some construction over here.
Well, step out. Do you have anything on you? Any weapons like that?
No?
Turn and face the car. You mind if I search you real quick?
Sure, go for it.
So why did you decide to just pull off in a neighborhood?
This is the gentleman actually that they're going to arrest as a suspect because everything matches this gentleman's description. If you look at the video, the description, the shape and size of this man is just like him right there. Then they're going to go look inside of the bush around the perimeter of this man's car. And they're going to find gloves, gas, and all of those things that was meant for fire. Just right in the perimeter of his car where his car is pulled over. This man is not from this neighborhood. He's not from that state. And he just drove over to that state. He drove to that state to commit the crime. And his alibi, he's tired. He's just tired and he's just parked to rest. And he's going to lie and tell the officers he was there from 12 midnight, which when he don't understand, this entire neighborhood, this entire community has camera surveillance on their properties. So he's lying, talking about he's at 12 midnight. When they look at the surveillance, he's going to discover this guy pulled over at 2:45. And police actually made contact with this gentleman at 3 in the morning. So they made contact with him prior to him pulling over 15, 20 minutes. So they would have touched the car. They would have seen the car was probably, the motor probably would have still made the car hot. But they didn't do that. They just pulled him out the car and started questioning him about the situation, if he knew what was going on. They still doesn't know what's the situation with him because they just found him. But this man is out of his mind, dude. Don't, listen, ladies and gentlemen, don't worry about revenge, dude. Leave it up in the hands of God and his family, bro.
Like they lit the gas tank? That's crazy.
Yeah. And then you're back here.
No, I mean,
Well, you see how that's why I'm contacting you? You see how it's weird?
yeah. But no, I mean, that wasn't me. Sorry.
How long have you been back here?
What time is it?
About 3 o'clock in the morning.
I got here probably like around midnight.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said we could search it if you want to do that.
Okay. Can you have him pop the trunk with this key?
Can you
Yeah.
pop the trunk with the key? Or is the keys in it?
Yeah, no, like, yeah, can pop the trunk with the key. Thank you. Sure.
Have you had anything to drink tonight?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. I came because I landed at CBG and I drove, it's like 40 miles. And I was already shot from the freaking flight.
So where does your friend live?
Somewhere like down there, but he works up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Down where?
Near CBG.
Oh, okay.
Near the airport, yeah. But I'm about to bounce if everything checks out here.
Cold?
Warm.
Let me ask you. You be honest with me, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Are you waiting for somebody to get back in the car with you?
No, absolutely not.
Because if you be...
That's exactly what I said. You see, the officer finally touched the hood of the car and it comes out warm. It's, if he said he'd been parked there for over 3 hours. Within a 3-hour span of parking your car with the engine turned off, the car would not feel warm. It's not going to feel warm. It's not going to feel hot, but it's not going to be warm. For 3 hours, whatever it depends on the temperature in that place right there, that's how the car is going to feel. But for his car to turn out to be warm, that's, he's recently turned off the motor. So that's a red flag to the police department right there. Like, something is not right with this guy. Then smart officers, they're going to search the perimeter around where his car is pulled over. And then he's screwed. But he's still standing his ground. He's going to claim that he was not him. They're going to go through the surveillance and all the clothes and everything is going to match this guy.
We're waiting for your information to return.
My information to return?
Yeah, your ID. We ran your ID.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense, sure.
The only problem, see where we're coming from?
Yeah. How far?
I mean, if that was your house, wouldn't you be a little creeped out?
I thought that's what was happening. I thought they called the cops on me because I was sleeping over here, and I was like, shit, like they're just gonna think I'm like trying to rob them or something. But no, like something like that. I honestly just made the first right off that road. Made the first right because I was like, yo, I need a place to just knock out for 30 minutes, and it ended up being a few hours. But yeah, I wasn't trying to hurt anybody here.
This officer has now sent a picture from the surveillance footage that shows the suspect so he can compare it to this man they're investigating.
See, he has the same chubby body. He looks just like him, the same chubby body. He just...
We're going to come over here and I'm just going to put you in the back real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is everything okay? Is something back bad with all my ID?
No.
Okay.
No, not for right now. I just want to put you in the back of the car real quick so I can look at some things and go from there, okay?
You want to close my doors?
Yeah, I'll get it.
You want to take my keys?
Yep. It's about the same outfit. I want to see if there's a mask in here.
I don't know if there's a COVID mask in there or not. Did he say who he was coming to visit from Newark? Why that's so important that he drive here?
No.
It's just weird that you would come to visit a guy for that long of a flight. Here's your COVID mask.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a lighter in here. He's got a torch lighter.
Huh?
Yeah, there's a torch lighter and a blue COVID mask in the center console.
There's no luggage. There's no backpack.
Yeah, there's no hat.
Well, where's his luggage at? Where's his bag?
Let's detain him.
He's in the car, right?
Well, yeah.
You searched him.
Let's just leave him there. Wait for detectives. I think this might be your guy.
A canine unit is now brought to the crime scene at the victim's house so they can pick up and track the suspect's scent. Officers now simply have to see if the canine unit leads officers to the same male they're investigating a couple minutes down the road.
So I'll be honest with you, man. We got a dog that's tracking right now. Okay?
Okay.
From where the crime happened. Okay? You be honest with me. Is that dog gonna lead straight to this car?
No. I promise you it's not.
Okay. Alright.
There was something in the back seat because you can see an impression and you can see a piece of a glove. Purple glove right there.
Yep.
And then there's an
Which
impression.
there was a box.
He know though. Once the officer mentioned the dog, the sniffing dog, the search dog, he knew right away, right there. Like he knows the dog is gonna track him. Those dogs are super duper smart, dude. This dog is gonna actually pick up his scent from that driveway, and the dog is gonna run straight to the police vehicle. The dog is gonna go straight to the police vehicle. The same smell that the dog is tracking from that house to straight to that car, and he's gonna go to the police car. Insane. Those dogs are incredibly smart, but this guy is sticking to his guns. He's still claiming that he's not him. He has no idea what's going on. He's still holding to his words, but that's one. Okay, the dog pulled them out the scent. Next, they're gonna find all of this stuff that there was just the officer was asking about. Where is his luggage? Where is his this? Where is that? Where is his bags? This guy's just dumb though. He put it 3 to 10 feet away from his car. Like they're not gonna go into the bushes and find it. Come on, dude. Sick.
You identify them? It does?
Yes. Go look at him. He's got a hat. Sure. He's got the same clothing. He's got the reflective shoes. Everything.
Hey, how you doing? Good. Hey, just need to talk to you for a minute, okay?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna read your rights real quick. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Okay. Were you involved in a situation down the street where you lit something that caught on fire?
No.
I'm gonna point blank ask you.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. I understand that you're over here visiting friends, but you parked over here for a reason. Is there anything else you want to tell me?
It's not me.
Sure looks like you and everything you're wearing.
It's not me.
That's not you, huh? Look a little closely. Your heart's starting to race a little bit more.
Is it? Because it's not me. I feel like you're trying to tell me it's me, but it's not.
It's not you, huh?
It's really not.
That's not you?
No.
No. Okay. Well, it's kind of funny how that appears to be you. Reflective shoes, pants,
Are they?
a shirt,
No.
your beard.
That is not me. And I don't know what to tell you. That's just not me.
Okay. Well, right now you're going to be detained until further notice. Okay? Until we find out what's going on here. All right?
Sure.
Okay. We need to make sure that you're involved or you're not involved. Okay? So I'd rather be honest with me and we talk about the situation and what's going on.
The bad thing about this guy, like he could lie all he wants. You see in the picture, the beard. Like he didn't even cover up his face. He just wore a mask, a surgery mask. Like one of those COVID masks. Like he didn't even cover up his entire face. And how are you going to deny that though, dude? There's not like other people in this neighborhood at 11 o'clock at night going to burn stuff in people's cars. That's on the road and sleeping in his car. Like why you didn't, I don't understand this dude. Like why you didn't just drive away? Why did this guy decide to stop and pull over? You commit a crime and the crime could have been way worse. God forbid the fire department didn't show up as fast as they did. That fire could have eventually started with the house. And now the charges would have been way more severe. Because now you're burning someone's house with them inside of the house. Thank God it was just the car. But dude, why you are going to stay in the same area where you just committed a crime? It makes no sense to me, dude. Absolutely no sense, bro. I know you're going to deny it. He could deny all he wants. The evidence doesn't lie.
Consent from him?
Yes.
Okay, if you've already got all that, we'll just stop right here. Because there's no need for me to even go further then.
The dog picked up hard coming down, when he came down here, and as soon as we hit this street, he picked up super hard. Because he said, you'll know when he's tracking, he said, because he'll start basically jogging. And we were jogging here, as soon as we hit this street, he was like,
While searching the area around the suspect's car, officers found multiple plastic bags with a hat, multiple sets of latex gloves, and another mask within them, not even 10 feet away from the vehicle, underneath a pine tree.
Got his gloves and everything. Yep.
Can you explain why no more than 10 feet from your car is a hat that matches the exact picture from the suspect in the video?
I can't, but
Are your fingerprints going to be on that bag?
maybe, I don't know.
Is your DNA going to be in that hat?
It shouldn't.
Okay, so there's no way your DNA can be in that hat. So when we test it, we're not going to find your DNA in there.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't. No.
Okay. I guess I'm a little confused. This is a pretty random, off the beaten path
I
area.
did see people walking around.
Okay, this is a very random area to be.
Yes. Now look, when I was asleep, somebody might have come, thrown a bag there. I don't know.
We'll be back again in a bit, okay?
I got pretty much everything over here that says you got gloves and a mask. In the other bag, you have gloves, a receipt, a mask, something else, and a hat. So this is everything he was wearing. It's good to be him, bro.
Okay, so the hat, the gloves, receipts are all in that bag. I haven't looked at the receipts yet, but there's receipts in there. So obviously they're going to be checking video from the stores that those receipts were used at. This is the last time I'm going to say it. If you have any involvement in this, now's the time, because things are kind of spiraling out of control if you're involved in this.
I'm not the one that gets my hands dirty. You should say that. I didn't do
Are
it.
you suggesting that somebody else did it for you?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying I didn't do it. Okay. That's all.
All right. We're going to have one of these gentlemen take you back to the PD. We're going to have to get a search warrant for DNA. Get a search warrant for your phone. Based on what I've got out here right now, I have more than enough to charge you with this crime. And that's an F1, ag arson.
Please don't do this to me. I didn't do this. I'm not the guy.
I'm not saying you are or you're not.
But
Okay.
you're putting me through this. It's gonna hurt the family. And I really need that.
We'll get it figured out. But right now, I'm just being honest with you. It doesn't look good. Well, yeah, one of these gentlemen will take you back to the PD and we'll get it figured out.
In addition to all the evidence so far, people who live in this area also have surveillance footage that caught the specific times that the suspect parked on the street. Officers discuss these specific times and relate them to the suspect's claim of being parked there since midnight.
221 is when it got lit. 227 is when they're saying they saw a video of him coming in here. So him being here since midnight is not correct.
No. So they actually you saw a video of him coming up when?
That car.
The car came when?
After the call came out. Right.
Yeah. So you said you came out here around 12, around midnight? They got video of you pulling in here around 2:25. You've been lying to us from the start, man. So we're taking you back to the PD. We'll go from there. But
What is the hearing?
I don't know yet. It'll be up to the courts.
Go ahead, step out.
We're going to walk right in here, okay? Stay right over here.
Look, I know you probably can't, but can I get these off? Can I get these off?
We will when we get down there.
I know the evidence is overwhelming, but I'm not the guy that did this. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just not the guy who gets my hands dirty, you know? Like, it's just not me.
Well, I'll tell you this. If you know something about the crime, then you might want to tell the detective.
At this point, I think I just need a lawyer, honestly, because I'm not the guy that did this, and you know, you told me I'm being charged with it, like I did do it, so...
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this video right there with this gentleman is actually in the central lockup waiting to get fingerprinted and to go visit the judge to face the consequences for his bad choices, man. He was given 3 charges. They're charging with arson, burglary, and another charge. Also, his car was towed and impounded in a police lot as evidence. Like, this guy, it's outrageous, man. And he's not even from that state. He just literally drove to that state to commit a crime. You know, like, it's not even worth it, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any type of dispute with anybody out there, man, it's not worth taking your time to plot and do anything revenge-wise, because at the end of the day, every bad things we do as human beings, we're always going to have to face the consequences for our actions. We're always going to have to face the consequence for our actions, dude. I took a test and I passed the other day, right? Let me just give you a story of my story. I actually went back to take a couple of classes because I intended to get a license. To basically better my finance, do something else to better my finance for now. So I took the classes. I had to pay for the classes. It wasn't for free. I paid for the classes. I had to buy books and everything that I had to read. After the class, I took the classes was for 1 week. After the class, I had to study for another couple of days. Then I had to schedule an appointment to go take the tests, which I have to pay for. All of that stuff has to be paid for. Then on top of taking the test, I passed the test. I passed. On top of the test taken, after I passed the test, I had to go do a drug test, which I passed the drug test, and had to go run my fingerprints. Get my fingerprints ran so they could do a background check. Something I did 23 years ago came up. 23 years, literally 23 years ago, I did something terrible. And I got arrested for it. I faced the consequence for it. I already paid my dues for that situation over 20-something years ago. But it came up in my fingerprints, in the paperwork. That wasn't the only situation. 2 other situations came up. 2 other criminal situations came up. So 3 in total. When they ran my fingerprints to do the background, and once again, listen, this stuff took place in 2001 and 2003. Between 2001 and 2003, those things took place. I haven't gotten problems with the law in years and years and years and years. That's because I decided to separate myself from people. I decided to put a really huge separation between myself and the people that I was hanging around and the people that I was being around on some daily basis situation. I put a huge gap in between me and those people. So because of that gap, my life been on the right path. So my whole point of bringing up my story to you guys, it been over 20-something years that happened. And it came up. And guess what now? If I don't go and get, like today, I had to go get the disposition for the 3 cases. I end up getting 2 disposition. I have to go back, God willing, on Thursday to get the final disposition for that case. So I got 2 today, which I said I filed them in already, uploaded them to the license department place. Now I have to upload 1 more disposition, meaning that I have to get the disposition. Without that disposition, it's a possibility I'm not going to obtain that license. And still, when I upload the final disposition, still it's in the hands of the licensing department of the licensing department of the service of the thing that I'm trying to do. So it's still in the hands of the licensing department. It's still in their hands on if to give me the license or deny me the license. Mind you, I spent close to $1,000, $1,000 USD, 1,000 USD, close to, just to go obtain those dispositions today. It costs me money to get those paperwork. To go when I go on Thursday again, it's going to cost me money again to get that other disposition. And still, I am not quite certain that I'm going to obtain that license. So I'm just telling you guys I'm just telling you guys my story just to let you know. Every bad decisions that we make in life, in this life or the next life, we're all going to have to face the consequences for our actions. Don't matter how many years it's going to come back, that you're going to have to face the consequences all over again. Yes, I already paid my dues for the situation. Already, all of those cases were sealed and unlocked and everything was fine. Until now, that I'm in the process of doing something to better my finance, and this came up. Can you believe that? But that's how it works. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not perfect people, man. My explanation to you guys my reasons for bringing that story up to you is Don't get yourself involved in nothing that will ruin your future. Don't make bad decisions that will ruin your future. Don't do things that you don't like people do to you. If somebody hurts you in a way that, you know what, you still have your life, you're still capable of walking, seeing, talking, listening, hearing. You don't need to go down the route of getting revenge. You still have all the capabilities that you was born with. You could accomplish everything that you need to accomplish in life. Leave those things in the hands of God and his family. Older I become, I start noticing that more and more and more. When it comes to petty stuff, it's not worth your time. Leave it in the hands of God and his family. Until next video, man, stay safe, stay positive. Always treat people the way you want to be treated. Always do what's right in the eyes of God and his family. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Until then, peace.